Peace be with you. Do you think that people of today are more educated or have more access to knowledge than previous generations? Please comment below and let me know what you think. I believe that the access to knowledge in our time is unprecedented, where we had to go and travel to big cities like Alexandria or Baghdad or New York or Washington, D.C., or any of the European capitals in order to find libraries that contain books of knowledge. Now we can just pull out our phones and either listen to the experts or read their books. Knowledge is very, very, very easy to gain, even if you want to translate documents. So our generation has unprecedented access to knowledge. So do you think that we are able to know things better, or do you think that our ancestors knew things better? One of the privileges of living in the United States of America is you get to talk to a lot of cultures, all of whom call themselves Muslims, but they have so many variations in between them, and you get to hear a lot of superstition that absolutely contradicts the Quran. And this is present in all cultures. And still, people believe that that is Islam, and they follow that blindly. And I want to share a few verses from the Quran that warn us against doing that. In the second chapter of the Quran, verse 170, God says, "And when it is said to them, follow what God has revealed, they say, no, we follow that on which we found our fathers upon, even though their fathers had no sense at all, nor did they follow the right way." Then in the fifth chapter of the Quran, verse 104, this is repeated. "And when it is said to them, come to what God has revealed in the messenger, they say, that which we found our fathers on is sufficient for us. What, even though their fathers knew nothing and did not follow the right way." Also in the 31st chapter of the Quran, verse 21, again, this is repeated. "And when it is said to them, follow what God has revealed, they say, no, we follow that on which we found our fathers. What, even though the devil calls them to the punishment of the burning fire." It is a repeated pattern in the Quran. It is a repeated lesson in the Quran. And when something is repeated, you have to understand that it is important. Otherwise, it wouldn't be repeated. If it wasn't important, it wouldn't be repeated so often. The generations preceding us, they did not have this kind of knowledge. The generations preceding us were not all as literate. The knowledge that we are able to access now is unprecedented. You have to understand that. And also what you have to understand from these verses is that one thing repeats itself. Follow what God has revealed. Come, follow what God has revealed in the messenger. Come, follow what God has revealed. Well, what did God reveal? The Quran. So you have access to the Quran. You have it in your language. You have access to Arabic translation. You have access to word for word translation. Things that your families did not have before. So God tells you, come to what God has revealed in the messenger. And if you stubbornly stick to the traditions of your forefathers, a lot of whom contradict what the Quran has in it, then you're making the same mistake as the people mentioned in these verses made. Study the Quran, learn what God revealed, and then pick apart your culture, pick apart your heritage, and take what is in line with what God revealed and reject the superstition. And there is a lot of it. But the only way you can do that is if you come to what God has revealed by reading it, not just reading it, by studying it, then memorizing it, understanding it in a language you know, reciting it during prayer, making it a very important book in your life. And then you are able to go, then you would be able to come to what God has revealed in the messenger, instead of just blindly following our forefathers. This is a very important lesson. I guarantee you, many of our forefathers knew nothing. And that's very easy to prove. Peace be with you.